Hello everybody and welcome back to Phasmophobia. It has been a hot minute since I've done anything YouTube related, and that is because I've just been honing in on my own projects. I'm currently working on a game by myself, and I'm going full throttle. Every day I'm spending hours and hours creating and building just so I can get it finished within a reasonable amount of time. Obviously it's going to get polished and it's gonna look amazing. But we're here for Phasmophobia now, so yeah. Back in the YouTube loop, just for this one time, maybe a couple times more, but I woke up and I was like, it's Phasmophobia time. There's a bit of YouTube time. So let's hop into it. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing. We have glow in the dark. I don't really care. I want to play a bit of Nell's Diner, as well as some other stuff. Oh my goodness, I have nothing. That's excellent. Okay, we have some stuff. But yes, whilst I've been gone, there has been a new map, and it is incredible. It is the perfect amount of map for Phasmophobia. So let's hop right into Nell's Diner.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
I don't know if this has been patched, but this thing usually is like, it will move up. Unless that's when I open the van. No? Okay, well I'm just insane, because I swear I've seen that lift up before. Staff hallway? Nothing? Okay. So, I have to remember, it's full evidence. We can party, we can have a great time, and oh my goodness, is this map cool. Just the way the lighting works. Oh, it's amazing. Like, how cool is that sign? It's so bright and vibrant. And it's in the middle of nowhere. Perfect for a Phasma map. Am I right? I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where games can't render so much, and you want to keep it small. But it kind of breaks the realism because it just magically stops here. But hey, we're exploring, we're having a good time. Look at the honker horn. High of the day, cherry. I hate cherry. Big sad. This door is mysteriously open. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in this map, and it is stunning. Really? I waited for that as well, just so it could come over. Yeah. Let's go get the breaker on. So I kind of know where the breakers start. No, one can be on that wall. Another one can be over here. This is the kitchen. It has such an ambience. Or it usually does. I can kind of see it. Okay, so it's not that. I'm gonna open this, just in case it's like a demon or something. That scared the absolute soul out of me. I walked in here, seeing that wall through the glass, thinking it's a ghost. Also, did it just throw something? I think it did, but just not here. It does so menacing. Yeah, anyway, let's carry on. I'll give a tour of the map in a sec when I get this breaker on. Okay. Meow. God, it's just amazing. So the breaker's on. I mean, it's the jukebox is on. Like the jukebox, it has an amazing animation. Something got launched. And here is the diner. It looks incredible. And I know you've probably watched a million different people play this map, as have I, but oh my goodness, I just can't. With the details, textures. It is a Substance Painter masterpiece. We have Easter eggs to the original design or concept of Phasmophobia. We have maybe new map spoilers. I'd like to say as well, when I first watched this map, I saw the down arrow at the fall, and I was like, that's definitely something. I'm just saying. But it is the perfect diner map. Now, as a Brit, I've been to like I've been to 2 diners in my life. One actually in America, and one that was... Is this a poltergeist? Yeah, I've only ever been to 2 actual diners. One in America when I was younger, which I don't really remember greatly. I'm just hearing throw after throw. Yeah, one in the UK. Which I tell you what, the milkshakes were amazing in that place, and unfortunately it closed. Which is just depressing. Eggs that splatter. This is the way forward. Anyway, yeah, let's get some evidence. I'm kind of dawdling, just like showing the building off, which I will show off more, but you know, we're here to... See, I need to turn it on, but... Yeah, I will showcase the rest of the building. But as I say, you've probably seen it a million times before. And if you haven't, we'll get right to it. First, let's get some evidence, let's identify the ghost, before we just get relentlessly hunted. And also, I have a coffee here which needs to be drank. We have oars. What's that noise? Oh, it's the coffee machine. Oh. Okay, well, it's not a man. It's those lights are on, which I don't remember turning on. How do I... Oh, this is one. Is this... No. Okay, as much as I love the music, it's a bit... The lights started flashing, I got a bit paranoid. But let's cook. I should probably get like fingerprints or something, even though that's most definitely disappeared now. Menacing. Did I just close that door? Am I tripping? I thought I opened them both. Anyway. that is the last of the stuff. And wow, it's nice to be back. It's nice to be yapping, because most of my day is just sitting at my desk, either coding or designing something. Which I'll tell you what, great fun. And I actually showed my project to my friend, said it looks great, but he also said it would just kill him mentally, which is fair enough. Like, he just said straight up, it does not look fun to do. And there's me, like, tapping away, being like, ooh, yes. Writing some code, and it's like, yeah, that looks dead, I'll be honest. That could not be me. And fair enough. I had a feeling you couldn't get fingerprints on that. Yeah, these lights. Those lights are mysteriously on. We also have a bell, which just... Wow. EMF 4 is Ghost Event. Oh, we have tarot cards. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, EMF 4 is, like, Ghost Event. It's just amazing. This map is just great. Let's turn that thing on again. Just yeah, there we go. Can I get this? You might be wondering why I'm not just shouting at the ghost. I don't like that. I don't like walking around being like, yeah, what's up? Hello, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You know, it gets annoying after a while. And especially with my setup, I don't know why, but half the time when I'm talking to it, it just won't recognize my voice. And it is the most annoying thing ever. Doesn't seem to be freezing yet? Can it be freezing? It can. So we have yokai or onryo. We can do an onryo test, which would be amazing. I mean, yeah, they're both quite interesting ghosts. What is that? There's a cactus. There's a strange, ominous... That's the ghost of it, I think. I'm gonna take a pill, because I could have got hunted there. Bit of video cameras. Yeah, you're still there. So dots or freezing? Yeah, I'm gonna just onryo test. Seems easier. Yeah, this map, I think making it a diner is, like, purposefully small. And I mean that in, like, the best way possible. Because you don't want a huge restaurant map where there's, like, 15 different rooms, one main room. You want simplicity, and I think that's kind of what diners are all about. It's not freezing. It's still not freezing. So what, we're just dotsing it out? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So light it. 8, 11. 17. I just saw dots. So is he okay? Yay! Finally got it. Finally got it. And we can now finally tour the place. So yeah, anyway, we have all of the tables. It's a very simple, very nice diner. It has the perfect ambience for diner 2. And then we go into here, which is like where all the bathrooms are. ATM. Some very cool, new looking machines. Yeah, very cool. Very nice, very clean. And we have arcade machines. It's so good. It's so good. Women's bathroom, I'm not allowed here because I'm not. Men's bathroom, it looks like World War III has just happened, but we live. Everything is interactable. Apart from. Is this? I didn't even know that. Everything is quite literally interactable. Almost everything. That's not. The hum of the lights. This is why I love games, because they can create such an atmosphere. You know, everything tells a story. That is what I get from games. But the story that the lights are telling me, there's a bit too much power, you know. They probably haven't been changed for a while, which, of course, you know. We'll keep lights for a while, but they have been here for a while. And they're starting to maybe go a bit downhill. And so they've started humming. A very electrical hum. And also, all the little Easter eggs in here, very fun. Where's the good one? There is one somewhere, which is like the best Easter egg. Lonely Beyond. I think it's in the guy's bathroom. Let me turn this off. Pretty sure it's in like the top corner. When cons, oh yeah, that's the best one. That's just straight trolling. Anyway, that is this area. You've got like lots of nice pictures. There's that. I don't know. In English. We don't really do baseball over here. Not to the scale that Americans do, anyway. I mean, we do rounders at school, but God, that's so. Rounders was peak. Another little Easter egg, little ducky. Or Hoover. Yeah, it's just so refreshing to see all this stuff because you know that they've like handmade everything. And in my opinion, that's what you want from a game. Because I think without handmade items, there's just a lack of love. You know, it may look amazing, it may look good, but every time you see like a game thrown on Steam, kind of just like, you see assets and you're like, wow, that's definitely been bought from a store. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with that. Very cool. Very cool. Scared me for a second. I forgot this was interactable. What was the... I'm just curious, because in the original Asylum map there were two... If you went through the main doors, and went straight left and looked to your right, there's two vending machines. And they both have names on them. I can't remember what they were, but I wonder if these are like that. Mini coffee break, because I don't want to get cold. Nice hiding spots too. Never mind, I physically cannot interact with them. Wait, what is that? What is that again? I can see, like, I'm getting an interaction over here, but not on the actual door. Not to mention, yeah, whatever this is broken up, because I cannot physically access this. Okay, note to self, go from the side. Can I do that with this one? I'm getting an interaction here. In fact, anywhere I stand, I'm getting interaction. Yeah, they bugging, bro. They bugging. They bugging, bro. Anyway. Actually no, that's not the last room. Here we have the manager's office. This is amazing. Because you might be able to see on this one, I don't think you can. But you can actually get orbs on these. It's pretty cool. It's very cool, in fact. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. There's an orb. Saw up here. I was about to say, I don't know why they're active, but I mean, the power is on. Pick up. Here we got the same images. Very nice, I guess. Again, everything is interactable. The lamp here, which you can turn on. I don't know why it's not. There we go. TV. Coffee machine. Can we interact with the coffee? I don't think we can. But again, the storytelling is off the charts. And this is why I love certain games. And especially with this game, you're here to hunt ghosts. But yet, they allow you to press all the buttons. I mean, this even works. What was that? And I know this is like for the ghost to interact with. Still, like letting the character interact is amazing. Let me turn this off. There we go. I'm slightly paranoid about being in here because the ghost is probably gonna hunt. The grills you can sizzle. Everything makes noises to what they should make. I can't really do it. Again, the eggs splat. You can move the waffle irons. You turn the mixer on. There is just limitless stuff. The oil actually moves. I'm gonna assume it's just a note. I'm gonna just hide. I mean, we've seen most of the map. Because because these are just storage. But, oh man. This is the fridge, or the freezer. I think it's just a fridge now because in the game, if any room is freezing, that's the ghost room. So it kind of throws the player off if the room is freezing. Especially if that room can also be the ghost room. You know? Anyway, I'm gonna take a pill and I'm gonna do the Easter egg. Because I'm not coming back to here. I'm gonna go to Grafton, most likely. So if you don't know the Easter egg, skip to when I'm on Grafton. But yeah. When you enter the back room, the manager's office, there is a safe. Above the safe on a little board is, I think, up, down, right. Is up. And as I was mentioning before, the Banshee thing, 4 is the down. If you come over here, there's an arrow to the right, which leads to a 5. So, we head over here. And hold on, is it still broken? There is a clock that is broken. Anyway, we go full 1, 5. And we get a credit card. Or a debit card, credit, who cares? Can't be the bearer of bad news, but, we in space? Is this lore accurate, Nels? Yeah, I'm gonna just ignore that. That's hilarious, though. For anyone curious why this happens, that is just culling. So essentially, everything, this door is closed, everything behind it is just, it's not there. It's invisible, essentially. Because you don't want to render that much stuff. I didn't turn it on. That's menacing as. Anyway, you hold F. You grab the money. And then you go to this one, which has cans underneath it. And you insert the bill. And that gives you some change. Now your first instinct is probably play this. But actually, if you come into the abyss, the absolute abyss of nothingness, then you can fall into a plane of emptiness. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I know the ghost can do interactions, but damn, it has physically removed the room and turned it. We got shadow form room. It's like FNAF 2. Got Shadow Bonnie just appearing. Oh! Bye, Nels. What is happening? Why is this so broken? I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna question. So yeah, we want to turn this on, and actually maybe the colour can help us see that. Well, that's how the Easter egg works, if you were curious. As I expected, it just spawns in and gets bigger. Very cool. Very, very cool. Very menacing as well. And it's stuff like that which just, again, makes me love the game. It's telling a story. Like, what has this got to do with ghost hunting? Many things. It could have many meanings, but this is like so incredibly loud that I'm just gonna have to die. I didn't get many of them, but it was more flexible. Yep.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Very good, very nice. We are heading to Grafton.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it, but be careful. We don't know what it's capable of.
We're gonna take the usual. Grab the key. We're gonna remember how dark this map is. Ooh. Now, New Grafton is just, it's a different breed of like evil and medicine. Now, one thing I wish we had was like advanced enough technology, like I guess, what is the VR suit called, where you can like feel stuff? Haptic. Is it haptic? Am I tripping? I just... No, I definitely just heard something. I was standing still and heard like a bump, bump, bump. Okay, the ghost is here. Right? Yeah. Oh. Make sure that counted. There you go. Yeah, I wish technology was... Oh, that's bright. Getting carried away again. I wish technology was advanced enough. Oh, distracting me. Number 5. I'm gonna say it without stopping. I wish technology was advanced enough to have that. The haptic suits with like, I guess heating, like AC. Because imagine you're like fully logged in VR, you have the suit on, and you enter here, and it's just a cold breeze. It's like ice cold because there's holes everywhere. It's decrepit. That's the right word. And it's just horrible. No. You go outside is like cold and just dark. And oh, anyone remember the smell-o-vision stuff? Imagine that. That'd be insane. I remember that. Okay, we're gonna turn a different light on because yeah, that light's terrible. Okay. Just check you down. Let me also make sure my PC's not fine. It's not. Excellent. Does anyone remember the smell-o-vision stuff coming out with the... Was this Stick of Truth? I think. The South Park game? I remember watching PewDiePie play it, and like the only smell that actually happened was when the character farted. Yeah, I don't know either. But the concept is genius. And imagine that in Phasmophobia, you know, you've come to a farm. What can you smell? Probably smell maybe a lot of earthy smells. And then you enter the house and it's just like, you know when you enter like an old folks home and it just has like a strange smell? Its only description can be old person smell, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it at all. But I feel like everyone just sort of, everyone understands that. Yeah, it's a really weird one. But you know, just like the technology could be insane. And that also reminds me, do you remember Ready Player One? Supposed to come out like 2 days ago, but it didn't. Well, like, based from the film, you know, as lore-wise, it came out like 2 days ago. So yeah. Has VR advanced enough to be that? No. Is gaming as a whole advanced to be that? Kind of, not really. Like everyone says VR chat is the closest we'll get to the Oasis. Whilst that is true, I think VR chat is just terrible. It is nothing like the Oasis. Okay, it's quite similar, but it's not the same, you know. When you think of Oasis, you think of like the most detailed possible things ever. Knock knock. It's not yet freezing. Do I have? I don't. Oh no, I do. Checking. These don't have glass. That's actually kind of funny. So I guess you were knocking on these. But yeah, anyway. Talking about the Oasis. Yeah, you watch the film and you're like, everything's so detailed. Everything looks like life. And in my opinion, that's like the one thing VR hasn't managed to do well yet, is mimic life. Which is fair enough. But it's, yeah, it's like, it kind of sucks. And I mean, I have played my fair share of VR. And actually, I've been playing Repo VR recently. Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. I'm still waiting to get loomed. I haven't been loomed yet, and I don't want to be loomed. But I have been rogue, and that is equally as terrifying. Okay, anyway, going back to the Oasis. I don't even know how I got into this town. Yeah, it feels and looks like it imitates life. Which is kind of like why it's so, I guess, amazing seeming. I could put down another buck. We're in 65. What is that? That looks scary. Oh my god, it's the curtain. It's the curtain. Does that not look like a person? Oh wait, you can't really see it. Okay, well from my POV it looks like a person, and it's creepy. I am gonna put you up here, and I'm gonna... I took two. I grabbed one. I tangented. And I immediately grabbed another. It's in the kitchen. Are you like fully in the kitchen, or? I'll return to my tangent in a minute. No, it's cold. It's still cold. I've been playing too much Minecraft, specifically modded, because I'm trying to grab stuff from like over here and I can't. And in Minecraft, I can place blocks from like all the way back here onto that. That's not good. Anyway, back to the tangent. Oasis mimics real life, essentially, with all these very cool items, all these very cool worlds, which look like real life. But no game has managed to replicate, or will, for a very long time. And that's because, in my honest opinion, I guess, well, just thinking about it, I don't think anyone really has the right sort of... How can I say this without sounding insane? No company that I know of, like Meta, really have an insane amount of interest in doing VR. Now there is a lot of work going on with them, but like, be honest, has anyone actually heard from anything VR recently? Not to mention, every VR game looks terrible. Like, I saw an advert for, it was The Boys VR game, and the introduction was a bunch of puppets, like literal Muppets, singing, and you're on like a roller coaster ride, and then Homelander comes and stops you. It just feels so plasticky and hard. Where's my UV? There is. This door has... this door's been touched, for sure. Is it freezing in there? Oh, that's kind of sus. Yuri would be freezing and dots? Yeah. Grab the dots, let's grab the thermo. Okay, it's warm in here, which means if I put it... That was scary. Oh, there's the dots. I mean, it was a Yuri. It was literally a door closed from a Yuri. There's nothing else I can say to that apart from Yuri. Did I finish my VR tangent? Here comes the freezing. There we go. Okay, it's a Yuri. It's a Yuri. How escape and paramedic. I can get paramedic over there. There we go. Gold lock coming in handy. That's the thing with me. When it comes to me, I have either amazing luck or terrible luck, with not much in between. Is that a good thing? Ooh, I need to repel it, don't I? Yeah, it's not too shabby. Again, I'm still trying to process if I finish the tangent about VR. I don't think, well, from anyone that I know, I don't think any of them particularly cares where VR goes. Is VR the future? It has potential to be the future, but nothing that I've ever seen in VR has made me believe that it's the future. I'm gonna light you on fire. I'm gonna light... Okay, yeah, that's burnt out. Meaning 0 sanity, and it's hunted. Excuse me. Here it comes, here it comes. Fair enough, I suppose. I think I'd do what I just did, and then just hide in this corner. Wait for a smudge. Wait for the hunt. Yuri comes upstairs, I smudge, I run, and boom. Easy. Anyway, yeah, going back to my VR run. Well, I suppose I completed it. I think I completed the run. Because nothing impresses me on VR. Some stuff does. But I've only ever bought a couple games on VR. Like Super Hot VR, Beat Saber. Not because, like, you know, they're gonna imitate life and be very cool and open world kind of thing. But just because what its gameplay loop is specifically interests me. Or has interested me. Yeah, come upstairs. I'm gonna repel. Don't even need to hide. And that is all of them done. Give me the duck. But yeah, just imagine. Imagine walking in here without a worry that your computer's gonna explode. You walk in, you're in VR, the ambience has changed. You can smell earth. You can smell like the mold in the walls. Smell the broken wood. Smell the dust in here. you can feel the cold air hitting you. That would be amazing. That would be truly very cool. Anyway. Ducky.
Welcome back.
Cool
I've
beans.
prepared some jobs for you.
We'll do one more. Let's go back to the diner. I can't remember where I left off.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. No report this time. Be careful. You're going in blind.
I'm gonna start off with this stuff. Here we've got snow now, which looks amazing, but does it really fit the area? Not really. It kind of gives me hope for my game, because I've implemented snow recently. Looks pretty good, it just needs some touching up. Yeah, it's... You know, I'm not trying to be mean, but like snow doesn't really belong in the desert, I don't think. I might be wrong, but you know, when I think of deserts, I think of very hot conditions. What was that? Yeah, very... Ooh. Game of 5. I always forget I can take a picture of that. Yeah, when I think of desert, I think of very hot conditions. Wouldn't really see snow. To my knowledge. Again, I might be wrong. But yeah. I wouldn't even think snow would be possible. Tumbleweed. I think the tumbleweed's a nice feature. They're quite interesting things. Paul Cadero. Oh, this made me remember what I wanted to say earlier. So, if you are a returning subscriber, or returning follower, or just someone who's returning in general, who has, like, beforehand seen my stuff, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you're probably wondering where my Terraria video is. And, essentially, I cancelled it. I mean, it wasn't amazing. I think it was entertaining, but it was also 3 hours long. And considering I can't get people to view a 10-minute video, or just like an hour like this video would be, it probably wasn't wise to upload it. Plus, you know, do you ever just watch something back and be like, yeah, this isn't really me? That's kind of the boat I was in. I watched it back, well, I watched the intro back in like the first 15 to 20 minutes, and was like, yeah, this isn't amazing, it's not fantastic. Especially the intro, like, I edited it as best as I could to make it seem heroic and fun. But I just couldn't. I genuinely couldn't. You know, when you see Terraria videos, and this one specifically was shop randomized shops, so every day it would just change. Again, it was very fun to play, but to watch was just like, it was like, yeah, okay, so I'm going back to a shop, and now I'm just sleeping because they had nothing and I can't progress. I think my rule was that I couldn't craft anything. Like it had to be got from the shop. If I was to kill a boss and to get a if I was to get a treasure bag with items, I'm pretty sure I had to sell the items and I could use the money to go in the shop and whatnot. So yeah. That was that. Again, very fun to play, but kind of mid to watch. It wasn't particularly enjoyable. But with Phasmo, you know, it's an hour long. You can chill, you can relax. It's a cozy horror, I suppose. Because this game doesn't scare me. It has moments where it's like, oh, okay, that's caught me off guard. Also, bone right there. Where's my camera? What was I saying? Yeah, Phasmo's cozy. I don't have to edit it too much, because that's kind of the point. You know, you enter, you have a little chit chat about stuff, and it's just nice to talk. You know? It's nice to have a little conversation, even if it's to no one. I pretend that I'm actually having a chat to someone, and it's nice because I know that I'd watch this back and be like, ah, I enjoy this. It's nice and calm. Has a nice vibe to it. Whereas the Terraria video it just wasn't, like, it was me, but it wasn't like a very entertaining me, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that big through. I'm not saying this is entertaining to most, but to me, when I'm watching Phas, I want to have it on the side. You know, I'll watch bits of it, but I just like having like someone talking, if that makes sense. And I mean, most of my day actually is when I'm like coding or making components for the game. I'll whip on some Nuka Dave Live and just start working. That's loud and annoying. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Most of my day is just with Nuka Dave going live. I'll put him on. I'll listen to him play the Nuka Pop Challenge. Which, you know, he has been crushing it with the numbers. I mean, crushing it at the game? Not really. But still, like, he is incredible at the game. Any feet? Yeah, he's amazing at Phasmophobia. And he's got a very nice, relaxed voice. Especially for someone who's playing literally the hardest mode in the game, going every single map back to back without dying. And he's just chilling. He's just big chilling. So yeah, that's kind of what I want my stuff to be like. Just chill, relaxed. Nothing intense or crazy. What? Speed of crazy, wow. Where's my sanity at? Can't be a wraith. Probably the twins. To be quite honest. There's been a few times where I'm like, is that a poltergeist? But then it proceeds to not be able to be a poltergeist. It was a gin. Been ginned? The breaker is on. I think we've been ginned. But so yeah, UV and freezing. Yeah, if you didn't know, gin has a it has a passive ability where it can just decide to drain your sanity. I think as long as the breaker's on and something else is like checked, it can just drain your sanity by a lot. And I think that's what we've just seen. So, what was it? Freezing and UV? We already have a UV. Do I need any of these? Firelight, video camera. Yeah, let's proceed. We're at full sanity. Let's see if we got freezing. Let's see if we can get UV. That's down here. Do we have freezing? We indeed have freezing, by quite a lot. Gin shade only twins. Okay. Do we have... Oh, maybe I should get some more salt. Maybe it will step around some more. Let's get some more salt and probably another incense. It's for you and salt. How'd you know? One of you and 2 salt. Maximum coverage. Glitchy sign. Look at the sign. It's not there. Look anywhere but the sign, it's there. I don't know. But why did I put it here? That is all the salt gone. I can take a picture of this coming. Okay, yeah, cool. Looking good. Anything speaking? There's even here. It says warming up, but really. I feel like it's stuck here. It's weird to say, but it's... Don't touch me. Do not touch me. I think it touched me. But I don't see feet. I do not see feet. It definitely stepped. Wait, did it? Wait, it didn't step in any of them? It missed every single bit of salt. Ow, how did it not? Okay, I can probably walk through them. Wow. Ow. I don't want to leave either. Because I know the minute I step away, it's just gonna step, 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 step. Okay, it's weirdly like... It's getting warmer. I think it is moving. So we've got a ghost that's moving and has not given me a single footstep. It stepped once in the salt, but did not, like, literally step. Maybe it says not a G. I would leave Shade, Oni, or Twins. We haven't had an airball, I don't think. Nah, it's gotta be a Jin. It's got to be a Jin. It's, again, it's like it's not here. That candle is still here. Barely. In here? Am I getting breath here? No? You seem to be here. I'm not even getting breath here. No, I am. I'm getting breath. But it's not doing anything. It's like literally stopped doing everything. Okay, that was the candle just straight going out. It's doing a lot of like in-person events without like it's really sus. It's really suspicious. So it's cold here now? Please tell me I can get fingerprints. Just give me fingerprints, man. Yeah, it's really tough because, like, okay, I'll explain in a second, but it's just so suspicious. I'm gonna take you because it's fun. So the room is divided in two, which is why this side has certain light switches, like here, and it's cut off from like here. So this is a room, and this is a room. You with me? I guess I'll put this over here. So yeah, I mean, okay, it's not likely to be a shade, but with shades, when you're in the room, they won't do anything. However, because the room change, because maybe it walks over here and then starts throwing stuff over here. See my point? Okay, spirit box is twins. Where's my torch? Torch. Okay, yeah, it's not. Oh. It blew out that. Where's my torch? Okay, that kind of caught me off guard. It says the twins. Oh, that's loud. Do I need to repel? No. Loud. I'm gonna say it's the twins, but that's the last twin. Last twin again? I don't know, I haven't played this game in a while. I only watch, as I say, Nuka Dave play. He plays this at 150 times speed. So listening to these footsteps, I'm kind of like, this is fast. This is an Oni test. We're going to look for the blinks. If it looks really visible, I don't really see it much. I think it is an Oni though. I've seen. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's an Oni. It seems to be very visible during the hunt. Yeah. Plus we haven't had any airballs again. It has been very physical form within us ghost. I guess it's only given us like physical ghost rays, not translucent or anything else. Might want to put down Oni, considering that is my estimate.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
I knew it was. Ow. So we got freezing, and we got. That was actually it. That was all we got. What is gin? Okay, we didn't get any feet or fingerprints. It did step in the salt, but didn't leave anything. So that's great. What else is gin? Oh yeah, we got EMA 5. EMA 5 we did get. So yeah, we got these two. I mean, we could have done a gin test. But yeah, we just didn't have the feet. And we put down every single package of, yeah. So that was my fault. My brain is bigger than my eyes. Whatever that means. And yeah, we got gin from the drain, but we didn't actually like put the puzzle together. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. That has been a very interesting but fun episode. And as I say, I like to keep this chill. I don't know if I'll carry on posting, but as I said, this is like a once a month, maybe once a week thing. This might become weekly. But it's been very fun. I hope you've enjoyed. If you like the video, like it and subscribe. That'll help me out an absolute ton. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.